try to share some of this light, no. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a...
So this is Lake Batyo Catyo. I was here 2.5 years ago. There was water in the lake back then and a lot of bird life and stuff, but as you can see now, she's totally empty. The lake was constructed in 1961 as part of a local irrigation system. It was fed by the Richardson River. In 2010, the Wimmera Mallee pipeline was finished, and in 2012 they shut off the inflow to the lake altogether. So now it only gets filled when there's a decent bit of rain, and probably we're talking a lot of rain. When I was here 2.5 years ago, still had a fair bit of water in it. Well, from the 70s, 80s, 90s, even into the 2000s, this place was a pretty good caravan park. It had powered sites and a caretaker, electric barbecues, but all that's gone to rack and ruin. Once the water started drying up and people couldn't go boating and fishing anymore, well, there was no point coming, was there? But if you're self-sufficient, this is the place to come. Unless you like to dig a hole, that's fine. I'm going to go have a look at Lake Walker. It's just nearby, and there's definitely water in that. Unfortunately, there's some burning off going on, of course, right where I wanted to go. The whole sky was totally clear except when I got here. Just my luck. This place, it's only about an hour and a half west of Bendigo, half an hour west of St Arnaud, and around 3 hours from Melbourne. If you want to get away to somewhere that's quiet and you're probably going to be on your own, this is not too bad really. There's nothing here except some big open spaces. There's a few picnic benches of that around, no fire pits, but make your own. That's where I camped last time. It was lush grass. There's no real grass anymore by the looks of it, just little scrubs. A lot of flat ground. There's a little walking track off in that direction to the north, with a bit of a boardwalk. Would have been nice at one time. It's a beautiful day today, not a cloud in the sky, except when I got to this area, of course they're doing some burning off and the smoke is, just wafting across this campground, and I'm trying to recover from a bit of a cold, so it's irritating my throat. There's no phone reception here. There's no nothing really. You've got to bring everything yourself. So if you're self-sufficient, it's good, it's quiet, there's no water. But if you want the place to yourself, this is the place to come to. Lake Walker's not far away. I think I might go have a look at that. There should be water there. And it might be out of the way of all the smoke. It's a bit irritating. If you like the quiet, peaceful, want a place to yourself, might be fine. Let's go look at Lake Walker. At the entry, there's toilets. Apparently there's surveillance. I wouldn't know about that. There's a good bit of water in the lake anyway. It says to bring your own wood. So this is only a few bends away from Batyo Catyo. You might be able to see the smoke in the distance there. It's just not making it to this lake, which is good. The air's a bit cleaner. I can see a few birds around, swans, cormorants. Let's make our way around, and I'm not sure if it does a whole loop. The road's got a few holes that I've got to be careful of. Just take it easy. like on the eastern side, the ground's a little bit higher from the water's edge, which might suit you better. I'm just in a two-wheel drive and doing okay. That doesn't look like a bad spot down there, actually. I didn't bother bringing the fishing rod. In fact, I think my fishing license just expired anyway. You know what? I'm a little bit hesitant to even go fishing these days now, because recently I saved, well, I had to get rescue out for a bird, one of those swamp hens, and a turtle. The swamp hen was caught up on a double-ended fishing lure, poor thing, but we were able to catch that and take it to the vet and get it all fixed up. The turtle, which was looking pretty sick, unfortunately had a fish hook stuck down its throat, and it was in quite a bit of agony. Might have been like that for a few days by the time I found it, poor thing, and they had to put that down. And having lost a fishing hook on the odd occasion makes me feel guilty. I don't want to contribute to that. Oh, look at that little spot. That might be all right. That fire's still going. They can't do the right thing and put their fire out. The water's just right there. I don't know about getting down there though. What do we got here? Oh, is that the end of the trail? I've got to turn around. Oh, that's a bugger. I thought I could go right round. I thought you could. Well, if they got surveillance, how come they're not down here putting out that fire? Well, that road just brings you back out to the main road, so you've got to loop around and go back into the entry again. And there is another road that takes you to the right hand side of the lake, but I just thought it went right round in one loop, but it doesn't. So we went in and went round to the left, and it took us right out of the campground area. So now we've come back in again, and we're going to go to the right hand side. And I think I saw someone go this way. When I went left, they went right. Okay, that answers that question. So you can't go much further around. So it's just a matter of deciding where I want to stay. Let me have a look down here. Ah, track closed. Of course. Let me have a better look at this spot here. I tell you what, actually this mightn't be too bad. This mightn't be too bad at all. Maybe I'll just go here somewhere. There's some birds around. The lake looks nice, it's calm. Well, it's a little bit better than Lake Batyo Catyo. The air's fresher here too. Can you see in the distance that burn off? So Batyo Catyo's a couple of k's in that direction there, if I'm not mistaken. Has the water got a bit of a smell to it? Maybe, maybe. My nose is a little bit blocked. It's a bit reedy. You might be able to fish here. You probably can fish here. I don't know the history of Lake Walker. I'm assuming these lakes around here are all part of the irrigation scheme, but why this one's still got water in it must have a flow still coming to it. Or it's deeper or something, I don't know. But anyway, it's got water and Batyo Catyo hasn't. I like the sound of the birds. There's a few flies because it's still warm. I think I'm going to stay here. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Let's do it. So I've got myself set up. It's only just after 1 o'clock. Put myself right on the water's edge pretty much. It's nice and quiet. I think the person on the other side's gone. I think I might be the only one here. This spot's going to be fairly shady for the rest of the afternoon. There's a few flies, but not too bad. I've actually taken my face net off. They're not too bad. And even while I'm eating, they're not too bad either. I did see a couple of bees flying around, but they seem to have gone too. So, not too bad actually. It's nice to have a bit of water, isn't it? We're in the area of Avon Plains. That's where these lakes are. It's about 24.8 degrees. I'm just going to go have a meander down to the toilet, see how long it takes. I can see them from here, probably about 400 or 500 metres. Just to gauge how much time I have up my sleeve. I was looking at the water's edge. I can't tell if they're mosquitoes or not, but a lot of little bugs there skimmering across the top. Hopefully they're not going to be a pain in the ass come evening time. Just so damn quiet. That's a good thing. I like it. Just hear the birds. Just a bit of information there, making sure you bring your own wood and observe the speed limits, 5 k's an hour. Camping at least 20 metres from the edge of the water. Oops. This talks about the reserve. Jar Jar Run country. Just your regular fire danger period information that we all know. Oh, looks pretty clean. Got some water. Probably got some soap. Alright, cleaning facilities. Oh, it's pretty good. It's alright. Even got paper, that's a surprise. Solar light. There's your boating safety information. Everything you need to know, what you have to carry on your boats and stuff. People must swim here. Here's your boat ramp. It's good to see that it's actually in the water. That's good. So let's walk back to the camp this way along the water's edge. I love the look of these gum trees. It's a bit gnarly. Look at this tree. Wow. That's magnificent. Have a look at it. See these things? They sort of look like mosquitoes. I'm not 100%. So as I was saying, I usually go camping when it's cooler, but it's all right. Well, that's back at the campsite. That didn't take long. So I'm a bit close to the water there. Only one night. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Let's see what photos I can take. I left me big zoomy lens at home. It's always something, isn't it? Always something. Anyway, I'll have to make do with what I got. I was looking forward to using that big zoomy lens. Talking about trees, take a look at this one. That's just unreal. It's sort of like it's toppled, but then there's bits holding it up. Limbs are touching the ground. It's just amazing. If you're wondering, the reception here, I've got 4G with 1 bar, and I've been getting messages and stuff coming through. Had a phone call, didn't want to answer it. Not sure if this camera's picking it up, but there's a flock of eagles just flying around there. I'm so spewing I left my zoom lens at home, my 600mm lens. Damn it! I had to make do with me 28 to 300, which is nowhere near as good enough. Little Willy Wagtail. He was zipping around trying to catch a little moth or a bug flying in the air, and the bug was doing its best to do escaping manoeuvres, but in the end, the willy got him. Just saw a bit of farm machinery go past. That made a bit of noise. Otherwise, it's been really quiet. Just chilling back with a book. I'm going to go for a bit of a walk back to where that fire was burning. I just feel bad about leaving it sitting there, knowing it's there and not doing something about it. So I've got a bucket with me. I'm going to walk, go for a walk through this area. The gate was only closed to not allow people to take firewood, but you can walk through here. So it's a little bit of a walk around, I don't know, 400 or 500 metres, and we'll see if I can go and find it and put it out. See what we can see along the way too. There's so much bird life here. Geese, ducks. I'm spewing I left that lens at home. That's a big bird. There's a few plovers around. What's the other name for them? Masked lapwing or something, is it? I don't know. I'm not a big bird person. Maybe I should go up to the road. Go up to the road, then I'll be able to see it better. It didn't take too long. Where's my camp from here? Oh, straight across there, you can't see it. Oh well, that's my good deed for the day. It's not a bad spot, but I tell you, you got that evening sun coming right down on you. I'm glad I didn't camp down here. I would have been sweltering. No, I think my spot's pretty good. I'm happy with it. So that's Lake Walker. As you can see, there's plenty of room around here. And if this is too busy for you, go to Lake Batyo Catyo. See what you can make of that place. I would have liked to have seen it when it was in its heyday. It would have been flat out. Motorboats, skiing, fishing, and that smoke dissipated in the end. Thankfully it didn't get to this lake here. There's some clouds behind me, but they're not going to do anything. It's just a bit warm for me. I'm sweating up. There's no showers here or anything, so it's the old baby white bath for me. Let's use these fancy steps. This is what I like. This tree's been cut down years and years ago, and somehow, whether it's actually the same tree that's taken new growth, or a seed has fallen in there and germinated in the debris that's in the bottom and grown up like that. So what do you think of Lake Walker then? Would you come here? A lot of people do. It's pretty popular. I must confess, when I was actually looking for Lake Batyo Catyo 2.5 years ago, I accidentally came here first because the road on Google Maps to Batyo Catyo is slightly, it takes you just a wrong way. As you're heading towards Lake Walker, there's actually a sign that says to Batyo Catyo, so you got to go that way and don't follow Google Maps. You'll see yourself anyway. That's if you even want to go there. Why would you want to go there now? Unless you want to drive for a dry lake bed. What I was saying was, so I accidentally came to Lake Walker and it had been raining and it was middle of winter, of course, and it was quite boggy. The track here was quite boggy. I didn't get bogged, but it was a bit slippery and stuff, but I didn't want to set up the camper trailer and do that. There was something else about it too at the time that put me off, so I left and found Batyo Catyo, and it was so good then. I was so happy that that turned out like that. But this time it's the opposite. That's how things work out. Oh, number 10 is a T Martin. I wouldn't mind seeing one of those. They sort of look like a willy wagtail. Hasn't even got a willy wagtail on that. Hasn't got the swans. Hasn't got the geese. What's the, oh yeah, black falcon is number 2. I think the falcon was a bit smaller than what I saw flying around just before. I reckon they were eagles, wedge-tailed eagles. I'm not 100% sure. They were a bit far away. And I didn't have my bloody zoom lens. I actually put it aside to take with me, and I just left it by the front door on the way out. Where would this have gone? Was it actually a track, or was that someone throw that sign in there? Was the sign supposed to be a bit further up? I don't know if you can see, but there's a heap of damselflies flying around. Little blue ones. I've taken pictures of those before. Ants nest, but not active. Do you reckon that was an Aboriginal thing? I've mentioned those before. When I went up to the Barmer Lakes, there was a beautiful one, perfectly oval. It was nice. So sometimes they can cut those out and use them as like a serving dish or a shield. Probably more so as a serving dish, I'd guess. Shield would have to be pretty strong. Good night's sleep, beautiful morning, lots of birds around. Hope you enjoyed the look of the place and the quick visit to Lake Batyo Catyo, which was a bit of a flop, wasn't it? Anyway, worked out good in the end. I'm here all by myself, enjoying this peaceful place. Thanks for watching. Join me again next time. Happy camping.